Hello, residents of Devonshire. This is Brad Andrews, your Executive Director, and welcome to this episode of Breakfast with Brad. I have a special guest with me today. It's a fellow resident of yours, Miss Polly Shirk. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me. When we met the other day talking about 25 years of living at Devonshire and all the history, I'm such a history buff, and all the things that you were telling me, I got such a kick out of. And so you know, tell me a little bit about. Um, so you have actually signed up and lived here for 25 years.
Yes, I don't know where the years have gone. They've gone by so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah, it's been a really wonderful time for me. I can say honestly that this is the place I would be happiest.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had great happiness here.
So no regrets.
No regrets. No regrets.
You were obviously here. Put your priority list deposit down. Prior to 1999 when the community opened.
Yeah.
And so, talk a little bit about when you first came to the property, and you said, "Oh my gosh, it's hard to envision this is a place to move into when all it was is footers in the ground." So
yes, there was no building. We were using the clubhouse of whoever had been here before.
Yeah.
And there was nothing but rubble and buildings being torn down.
So this was previously, it had apartments.
It was a community inside of PGA.
And so we tore it down and built it up.
Yes, and it was great fun to watch it being built. My husband and I used to come over on weekends when the workers weren't here and
take a look around
and see how it was going. So it was a very interesting experience watching it come out of the ground and become beautiful Devonshire.
Yeah, and so that was really almost a 5-year period.
Yes,
you joined the priority list and moved in. There was almost 5 years in between there.
In 1994, we came here into the marketing building and listened to them tell us what was going to happen.
Giving you a vision of life at Devonshire.
Yes, it sounded pretty good to my husband and me.
Very good. Yeah. And you had already, obviously been in the area a fairly long time, because you had mentioned to me that you remembered when PGA National back in the early 80s. Matter of fact, it may have even gone back as far as 1980.
Yeah, I'm
seeing
sure.
that go up.
Yes, my husband and I both were here for the ribbon cutting for PGA.
Wow.
When it was just coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
And in fact, there was just one group of homes built on PGA in the beginning.
Hard to believe what it's become. Yeah.
And all these little villages in PGA, it's incredible how they all came up and were so successful. The clubhouse was beautiful, and the golf courses, I think there were only 4 on property. The 5th was down the road away, but we were both golfers, so we were really happy with that.
You were attracted to this this living environment for sure.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
John MacArthur was the founder of this whole area, and he was still living when we moved here.
Okay.
And it was amazing to watch what he.
So they named MacArthur Park after him, I guess.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And JDM was the country club we belonged to and enjoyed, and that was John D. MacArthur.
There you go.
It's now called Ballin Isles, and we belonged there for 20-some years.
So are you an actual Floridian? You don't meet too many people from Florida.
No, I'm a Midwesterner that's delighted to be in Florida.
I'm sure. So where in the Midwest?
I came out a suburb of Chicago called
Chicago, okay.
Hinsdale. Yes.
Yeah, it's a little nicer here in the wintertime.
Oh, by far.
All right. And so I understand that in February of 1999, you moved in and it was your birthday.
It was, that's why I remember it so clearly. It was on my birthday. I don't know why that day was picked,
Yeah.
but it's helped me remember.
Yeah, when you moved in.
And,
So
yeah.
February of 1999. What's the actual date? Your birthday.
February 26th.
Okay, February 26th, 1999. All right.
That's why I don't forget it.
Okay. Very good. Gosh, and then you lived here for a period of time, and you mentioned to me that you might have been the first person to get married
Yes.
on the campus, or had the reception for your wedding on the campus.
I believe so.
Yeah.
My husband moved in about 6 months after I did
Okay.
into the Cove building, and we were together for a couple of years, and then we decided let's just get married and enjoy it.
Yeah. And obviously something was struck, and you have a big family. And so what did your family think of you getting married and just life at Devonshire?
Well, they were very happy to have me here at Devonshire. Because I was happy, and they loved coming to visit. They still love to come to visit.
Yeah, sure.
And my husband, Grant Shirk, he was an Episcopal priest and had a Bible study class.
Okay.
He started it here and was here. He had it for at least 10 years.
Yeah, very
and,
good.
Was very
by the way,
well
Sarah's in the background here. She's been here over 18 years. And so you all were talking good memories before we even started the show today.
Yeah.
But
Sarah and I have had some good times together.
Yeah.
Way long time, right?
Yeah,
For
very
sure.
good.
Very good.
All right. So, gosh, now we've had a couple wedding receptions on the campus since
yes,
then.
we just had one a week or two ago.
We
and,
did.
It's a very happy time. We're all excited for someone that falls in love and gets married here.
It's fantastic.
Yeah,
I know.
it is.
I love it too.
Yeah.
So you mentioned when you first came that the kitchen was not open and that the chef was actually making dinners, out of one of the apartments.
Well, we just had breakfast.
Okay.
It was only open for breakfast. We all have beautiful kitchens, so we moved in and did our own cooking or ate out.
Yeah.
And then when the clubhouse opened, we were all excited about that.
Yeah, sure.
So
Entertainment and
yes,
socialization
yes.
and dinners and the dining rooms.
well, when the clubhouse opened on July 1st of 2000,
Okay.
we really all celebrated because there were quite a few people that had moved in.
Yeah.
And the Cove building was starting to be finished, so that was opening up when the clubhouse opened.
Okay.
And then, of course,
So-
we had the big sand pile that I told you about.
Yes. I can only imagine what a mess that was.
Yeah, and so that was pretty exciting. It was
Yeah.
pretty exciting times when the pool opened.
Yeah.
And then it really felt like it was going to be finished
All coming
till
together.
our third
and-
building was finished, and
Yeah.
then we had another. That was another celebration.
So Court, the clubhouse, Cove,
Cove.
Copley, and here we are.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is.
Time flies.
You even mentioned to me that there was a parade on the campus for one of the grand openings or
It was
groundbreakings.
We were celebrating 2000.
Okay.
And one of our residents dressed as a Statue of Liberty, and we had
Love
a little
it.
band, and we walked around the entrance and celebrated that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even going back that long, 25 years ago, we kind of got that that idea of celebrations and parties, because that's something we do really well today.
Yeah.
And so we've been doing that now for 25
Yeah.
years. And so
Irene started us off,
okay.
and then Sarah worked with her,
Yeah.
and we have. It's been a great time.
Yeah. So Irene, who has a plaque on one of the benches out in front
Yes.
of the court building, or really the clubhouse and court building, she was our activities person for many years.
Many years.
And
We all loved Irene.
yeah. What's
And
not to love?
yeah, she really cared for us. Our bingo was very popular because she always had surprises for
Sure.
us, and
Yeah.
um,
It kind of set the tone for
Yeah.
fun and entertainment and
Yes.
education and
Yeah.
all of those things that
yes,
we all appreciate
she
today.
kept us very busy and very happy.
Yeah, very good. Well, and I know now, it's really the residents in partnership, with, different, committees and leadership to really partner together to do more and more and more so that, gosh, everything that's happening on the campus is really almost resident driven. Yeah.
Well, it is. My philosophy is if you're going to live someplace, you have to give back
Yes.
and try to make it better. And I served on many of the committees.
Yeah.
I was head of culinary right in the beginning, and got to know the chef and the staff very well.
Yeah.
And really, you have to be involved to be really happy. And give back, and
Yeah.
so that's been my philosophy.
Well, you have contributed so much to this community.
Well,
On behalf of everyone, I just want to say thank you for your contribution. If I could clone Polly Shirk, I would have 375 Pollies running around Devonshire.
well, that's very kind of you.
I mean, it's amazing, that, I look at you, Polly, and I think, oh my gosh, I can't believe you've lived here for 25 years. You must have moved in as a teenager, and
Wow.
you've lived a great life here,
Well,
and that's
That's
from
true.
what you made it, but also, now others can really, have a appreciation for
Yeah.
that because of you as a pioneer, kind of getting that culture started many years ago.
well, thank you. My children are very happy.
Yeah.
My 5 children still love to come to visit, and now I have great grandchildren coming. And
Yeah, how many
Uh,
great grandchildren do you have?
well, I have 14 and 15's on the way.
Oh my gosh.
Never.
So yeah, look what you started.
Yeah.
5 kids, 15
Yeah.
grandkids.
Yeah.
Any great grands?
Oh no! I have 10 grandchildren, and
Oh, and 5 children.
five children, 10 grandchildren, and 15th is on its way. Great grandchild.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Well,
It's been a happy time.
yeah. No, it sounds like you've been very blessed, and
I am.
we're obviously blessed to have had you, like I said, set the tone and build the culture as a pioneer, for Devonshire. And you had mentioned that we had a time capsule that was buried 25 years ago. We think it's over by the flagpoles.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Um, uh, when we planted it, was on that day, the first of
2000.
January,
Yeah.
first of 2000.
Okay.
And I have no idea what we put in it, but it'll be fun to find it and see.
Yeah, we are actively doing a search, and I got an email from Marty, last night that I don't know if he spoke with Bill Myers or what intel he's gotten to try to figure out where is that time capsule, because you're right, I'm as intrigued as anyone to
Yes.
open it up and
Yeah.
just kind of look back 25
Yeah.
years. So.
Great.
For the 25th anniversary, there's a number of things happening. Really, the week of, we're doing different happy hours and different entertainment. The big events I think are on the 19th at Chatsworth. So we'll get more information out about that. But if residents want to go over and celebrate with Chatsworth, that's on the 19th. On the 21st is a cocktail reception that every resident is invited to. And so we will transform the second floor and Stratford areas for good food and good fellowship. So I'm really looking forward to that. I understand we did that at the 20th anniversary as well.
Well, when Erickson came on board, we had a beautiful party, just like that.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to that. And then, of course, the next day, we have an entertainment event. We've got 2 seatings for the Rat Pack. Is that what it is?
Yes, Saturday night.
And so I understand they're really great. And so we'll have one main, dinner seating between those 2 event seating events. So once, if you are free on the 21st and 22nd, please let dining know if you're planning to attend the 21st. And then also let the resident services team know if you want to go to one of the 2 shows to see the Rat Pack on Saturday the 22nd. So a lot going on this week. We've got black tie bingo and a happy hour and these special events, things happening over at Chatsworth. What else is going on?
We have a comedian, we have chef tips of the month.
A comedian coming in, the chef tip of the month with Sean.
Oh, Sean will do a great job with that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, the dining program has really taken a
has.
Great direction, don't you think?
Oh, we're very fortunate to have Sean on board, and Rivlin too. He's a great chef.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, our whole team led by Chef Sean. Thank you. It just we've continued that tradition of having a great dining program here at Devonshire.
We do have one of the best.
Yeah, I agree. Anything else that you think? Gosh, I just want to let residents know, that 25 years has made a difference, or anything that's happened in that time that we haven't covered?
I think we've covered it pretty well, and I just hope the residents that are moving in are going to be as happy as I've been, because it's been a great life.
Oh, very good. Well, that's a great place to end. Polly, thank you so much for being a pioneer, building the culture, being such a positive contributor, to the campus for many, many years, and we look forward to many more.
We certainly do.
All right, Polly, thank you. And residents of Devonshire, thank you so much for joining this episode of Breakfast with Brad, and we'll see you in the halls.